But I enjoyed my coffees, mate. So this has been
so did I. Thank you for that.
You know how a lot of the videos I've got my notes ready to talk about the dinosaurs.
Yep.
I also just want to do a few videos where we just talk about whatever. I had no idea where this one was going to go. If I'd have known that we were talking about Velikovsky and Crow 777's Hubby Bob and the moon landings and what do you reckon is more amazing? Finding 95 million year old footprints like our mates yesterday, or sending man to the moon? Which one do you reckon is a more amazing step in human? Because they're both pretty significant.
Yeah. But because I'm starting to consider that both of them are false.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're becoming one of those conspiracy theorists.
Sort of a bit like that. Yeah. The moon landing. I mean, I've seen people on YouTube who say, no, don't say the moon landing's false. But to me, if they're still saying now, NASA engineers are saying that they still can't get through the Van Allen belt with a live person. How could they do it back in whatever, 67 or whatever it was? 68. I just can't remember now.
You know what did it for me was that this is just a couple of years ago, up until 26, 27. I guess I still believed in the moon landings. And when I saw the photos of the module on the moon, and it's this tiny little capsule, and it looks just like aluminium foil. And I had that experience of, oh, that can't be the real photo. And then you double check and you're like, that's actually, hold on, let me double check. They lived in that for 2 days, like for 2 Earth days. Like that'd be hard to live in that for 2 Earth days on Earth. And they did it on the moon. And why does it look like aluminium foil? And it just,
I think that's what it is. And because my thing was that I expected to see pop rivets in it. It was almost like a caravan or something. You know,
it's worse than a caravan, mate. These caravan parks we've been staying at, no word of a lie, some of them are bigger than that module.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah. Well, when I saw a picture, I wasn't even thinking of that. My thing was, this thing's come down and brought 2 people down, and it's had to have a huge amount of thrust to come down.
Yeah.
And there was still soft dust underneath it. You know, all that dust to be. You know what it's like. You even go out in the backyard now with one of these blowers to blow the leaves up, and you blow a big hole in the dust. So the fact that this thing's come down, there's all dust underneath it. This is bullshit.
Well, I think the answer for that is there's such low atmosphere on the moon that like the air doesn't transfer the force. I think they've got an answer for all this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But for me, it was just that experience of seeing the image and just double take and it leads you down a path. And but I did kind of jokingly say, "Oh, are you one of those conspiracy theorists now?" I try to avoid conspiracy theorists like the plague, because those people who find one of these topics, it becomes their thing and they try and convince others. Usually they're not very bright people. It's my experience, honestly. And so I try and avoid them, and I try and avoid that label all I can. For me, it's just a matter of skepticism. It's like, well, let me look at the evidence myself. I don't need them to tell me what happened. I don't need someone else to tell me what happened. I'll just look at it and make up my own mind. And whatever conclusion I come to, if other people can influence that or help me, if there's other evidence that I'm missing, you can share it with me. But I don't need to convince you.
No.
And you don't need to convince me. And I think just this last 4 and a bit days, that's been one of the big things that has been reiterated to me by the world, by the cosmos, is whatever conclusion I come to will make zero difference to other people. So it doesn't really matter. Why would I try to convince them? And some of these people are very happy, Lindsay. Some of these people with the dinosaurs, man, they're very happy. I was pretty happy actually with the dinosaur thing yesterday. But some of these people are happy for a whole different reason. You know? So the clip that you just saw was from a 30-minute conversation that the Silver Fox and I were having during one of our in-car chats during the Dinoskeptic trip. And what you're looking at right now is some of the drone footage that we managed to take as well. And basically, across the 8 days that we were recording for the Dinoskeptic film, we took about a dozen of those in-car chats, totaling about 5 hours. And a lot of the conversation was focused on dinosaurs, but a lot of it wasn't. So in that particular chat, we spoke about the moon landings, Velikovsky, Crow 777, the lunar wave, Habibov, the way that people use, ancient or old Russian experts as a way to, add weight or authority to their stories, and all these kinds of things. So the conversation went in many different directions. Now, The final Dinoskeptic film is going to come in around 90 to 100 minutes. And so I'm having to take a lot of these conversations and just pick certain clips to make it into the film. And so all of that conversation about the moon landings and Approachable 7 and Habibov, that's not going to make it into the final film because the film is based on dinosaurs. It's focused on dinosaurs. So this is one of the tough jobs as an editor of a film, as a producer or a director of a film, I suppose, is deciding what makes it. Now, the good news for me is that I am able to take a lot of these chats and simply upload them as bonus material. So in the Dinoskeptics DVD, that kind of conversation might be on the special features, although even then, I still have to make sure there's not too many hours of the special features. So I'm still going to have to do some editing to only get in the best parts, I suppose. But the point here is that what I'm able to do is upload these in-car chats as standalone videos. So what you just saw was a few minutes from what is a 30-minute video, which is available on johnthebond.com right now. And so if you are a member of johnthebond.com, you can go and listen to the full 30-minute chat. And there's already 4 of those in-car chats available now. And by the end of Monday, there'll be about 10 there. So that'll be hours and hours of material. From that, some will make it into the final film, but most of it won't. But I still think a lot of those chats are worth listening to, and people will enjoy them, I'm sure. So I'm making those available as we speak. Now, if you're not a member of johnthebond.com, here's how it works. If you become a member before the film is released, then you'll get access to the film as part of your membership. So this is a film that will be released for non-members to rent, probably for $9.11. I like that figure. But if you're a member of johnthebond.com, you won't have to pay a cent for the film. It's included, as will be all of those bonus features that I'm uploading, like I said, as we speak. You'll also get your name in the credits of the final film, and you'll get access to the more than 100 hours of exclusive content that is already sitting there on johnthebond.com, and you'll get access to the JLB Discord server, which is where people like myself, who do not necessarily believe in the moon landings or in dinosaurs or these kinds of things, where we can get together and chat, and there's nobody there trying to convert us to their belief system, and there's no one trying to tell us that they know exactly how the world works. It's more just for people who question what they're told and like to chat about these kinds of things. And you get access to all of that and more for $20 Australian per month, which works out to be about $15 US per month. That's $15 US per month, which basically works out to be a cup of coffee per week. So there's lots of people out there who complain that there's no one to talk about these things in their immediate sphere of influence, in their immediate circles. And I can relate to that because here in Brisbane, there's very few people to have these kinds of conversations with. But that's where the Discord server comes in so handy, because every Sunday, every weekend, we're having these kinds of conversations, and you can be part of it for just a cup of coffee per week. So if you are a member, like I said, check the link in the info box below. There's already 4 of those in-car chats, totaling about 2 hours. The rest will be uploaded over the next couple of days. And of course, the final film will be released in a couple of weeks on November 22. If you're not already a member, check the links in the info box below. Go and look at the options that are available and ask yourself why you're not already a member and why you wouldn't want to be. It's time's running out though. Foundation membership will be closing the day before the film is released. So that'll do us for today on the 10th of November 2018. Check those links in the info box below and look at this drone footage. Isn't this fantastic? Australia, what a beautiful place. Until next time, you guys, take care of yourselves.